Kiki and me are hanging out in our local cafe, and I can't tell you how much of an epiphany I have come to realize in these well, in this whole period. The energies are just so amazing, and I'm having finally a chance to integrate them and have learned so very much. But one of the things I've learned, and I hope that you all are learning it too in this wonderful portal, is what, floats your boat. What's your passion? What gets you excited? What makes you want to live? What makes you want to get out of bed in the morning and face all the other bullshit around you? What makes you, what are the things that light you up, that bring out your aura, your radiance, your bright flowering? What are the things that, you want to share with others? What are the ways that you want to interact with people, other people on this planet? Because one of the realizations I've come to, and I'm going to talk about it in great detail on my talk show this Monday, Being an Infinite Human, is that the time has come for us, and so many of us who are solely highly encrypted, so many of us who are very sensitive, very empathic, very intuitive, we have been the meek, literally, because we've been so stomped on, so, bullied, so chided and ridiculed for who we were, being just Christic souls, kind souls, illuminated souls, and being sane in an insane asylum, because that's what 3D Earth is. It's insanity. And so we've been the sane ones, and we've been made to feel like we are crazy. Okay, I think that might ring true for many people. I know it has for me, because I've always been terrified of being locked away, and because it's happened to me many lifetimes, being considered crazy for being who I am, being my authentic self and revealing it. So I've gone through a lot of fear, and I have kind of heard from many others that there's a lot of anxiety. I'll just say anxiety going around, but you know what? I finally moved through it, and you know what? Because we're being called now. So many of us, especially during lockdown, we found our peace, and we found how blissful it is to just close out the world and be with ourselves, be with, our dogs, our animals, be in our own paradise. And it is wonderful, especially when you learn to love yourself. You become just it's so peaceful, and it's wonderful. You don't want to deal with all the BS that is out there in this dysfunctional insanity of humanity. Well, guess what? The next twist now that I've gotten is for myself, but if it resonates with you, only take what resonates. But now we're supposed to be out there in the world, but not fitting into it, not tiptoeing around on eggshells, not wanting to bring too much attention to ourselves, or not wanting to upset anybody or ruffle their feathers, which we had to do most of our lives, especially as children, because God knows we didn't want to make our parents upset or embarrassed or ashamed of us, or we didn't want to stand out in the school system and have the teacher call us out, or the kids bully us, right? All that fear, and that was a lot of fear that I had inside of me. And you know what? It's time to just let that crazy out. Just let it rip, because the system is screwed up. I think we all know that. And you know what? Even the people who are holding on to it with both of their hands are realizing it. They're realizing what they did is not working. Their money god is not, giving forth anymore, doing the things, working hard and all that, because, the economy's gone to hell. The religion's not working. The school systems are not working. And they're terrified inside, and they know they need something different, and we are the direction. Now, I had a little thing with a young girl the other night, because she was like create your own future. Hold the pen that creates my life story. No. And it is hard, and some people just aren't going to get it, and they're going to go to space dust, whatever. That's their choice. But there are those who want it, and I know for me, just walking around being who I am now, I'm the pink lady, and people are applauding me. They're coming up and talking to me and Kiki. They're painting paintings of me, taking pictures of me, because and I just feel like doing this. I'm not doing it for any reason. It just feels good. It feels good to put flowers on. It feels good to dress in pink. It feels good to make up myself and go out, because I'm I was a theater major at heart anyway. So just by being who I am, I'm radiating that. And then some people don't like it, but that's all right. It's the courage to just be who you are with love, and you don't have to get angry at anyone that doesn't, vibe to your vibe, but you are there for those who do, and you're showing them a different rhythm, a different beat, a different way of being, and you're demonstrating and role modeling the courage to be yourself and follow your intuition. And God knows, we know, that's what the world needs right now. It needs role models who have the courage to be themselves. So that's the job at hand, guys. And so please tune in to me, the Infinite Human Talk Show. It's getting back on all the podcast platforms, and it's on my website, www.infinitehuman.com. And I'm also doing, it's going to be great, it really is, rewrite your life story to your heroic self. Change yourself, change your story, change the world's story. And that's on my website too, infinitehuman.com. Love you guys. Ciao. Bye, Kiki. Kiki says bye. Everyone says bye. Bye. Ciao.